Hello everybody. Have you been feeling lost, broken, confused, scared, feel funky? If you've been feeling this way, I have a solution for you. Also, the pumpkin I carved in the last video, I opened it up today because I was like, oh, maybe I'll put a candle in it. There was mold everywhere, and it was not just solid mold, it was slushy mold. So if you're feeling like that pumpkin, I have some tips. Rearrange your apartment. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, but I kind of have a little bit of a vision. This bed, it needs to move now, because if I don't move it, I'm gonna go absolutely crazy. First, I have to completely clear my bed of all things. I have to take off my incredibly stylish bag with my pins on it. That has to go. Next, I'm taking off my 20,000 pound laptop with lots of stickers plastered over it, over here. And then I have a variety of clothing items that I'll throw on the floor for later. And then I have my macro econ notes that I abandoned. When will I pick them back up? I don't know. Probably soon, because I'm studious like that. Okay, actually the first thing I'm gonna be doing is ripping all of these pictures / collages off of my wall, because I made them 2 years, maybe 3, and they just don't align with my current vision and vibe. So these, unfortunately, will be taken down. I'm predicting that this is gonna be very cathartic for me, and I'm going to find a lot of healing. And if I don't, that's fine. It's kind of fun anyway. The goal is to heal, as always. Heal from what, you might ask? Nothing. She's off. It already feels so much more open in here. Doors are being opened, possibilities are being presented to me, all because I'm rearranging and changing up my space. Very simple solution, but very complex. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm gonna move this shelf with a lot of things on it. Oh, sorry. Like so. Wow, I already feel a shift in my life. I feel a change coming. Something shifting in the waters. Okay, just gonna bring it over here. My goal is to have this over there and this bed over here. So pretty simple dimple. Simple dimple, pop and squish. I fear I might be too in over my head. This is what my apartment looks like right now. It's in shambles. We're almost there, kind of. Oh, the winds of change are blowing. I'm gonna actually bring my bed back. I'm doing a little wiperoo of these shelves because they haven't been cleaned in quite some time. The next thing I'm gonna do is move this mirror to another location, probably that corner right there. This mirror is intimidating, like, okay. Over here. Oh. I just moved this couch into the corner, and I don't know if I love it there. It seemed a little awkward, but I think I'm gonna put a rug in between the couch and the bed to make it to pull it together more. I think I like it. Can't tell. All right, now my room is reorganized. I feel odd. I feel odd because every time I will walk around now, it's like, where am I? That's the way it's supposed to feel. It's supposed to feel different because remember, our lives were feeling stagnant and we wanted something to change about that. Something is new here. Something in the air is slightly more magical, more full of possibility. So I also have some additional tips and pointers if you so desire. The first item I have on my list is new style. When I'm trying to emulate a new style or personality, I will take to Pinterest, search up a lot of images that have to do with the vibe I'm trying to create. And then from there, it's really very simple. You go out, you go to the World Thrift Store. Don't buy these things from expensive places. And then you're gonna look for those items, and it doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be an exact replica of the clothes that you're searching for. Because if you spend your life searching for singular items and you make your wardrobe only with single items that you specifically pick, yeah, your vibe might be right, but will your style be right? Because a lot of personal style is curating from different sources that might not all be one specific source. So when people they're like, I fit into one aesthetic, that's not how humans work. Basically, you can't fit yourself into a box, but you can try, which is why I'm giving you these tips. My next tip for what to do if you feel stagnant in your life is to get an entirely new personality. I am an avid personality shifter. One minute I'm walking in the halls, I have my earbuds in. People don't know what my story is. I don't know what my story is. There's a lot of speculation and mystery going on. What's going on? Like, nobody knows. So that's one personality that I have, but I am a fun, quirky, silly, goofy goober. Maybe you don't want to be silly, that's okay. You can try and be mysterious for the next month or so. Like, I remember I would do this in middle school where for the week I would be depressed, but the next week I would be a social butterfly. And it's really about just experimenting with the way that you communicate with people. So what I mean by this is students, listen. Assess what reaction you want to get out of people and then put that to work and put that to play by your personality and the way that you speak to them. Are you writing this down? I'm not saying you need to completely switch up your personality, but it does help if you're feeling stuck in a rut to switch it up a little bit. Anyway, I didn't really get into this that much when I was rearranging my room, but room decor and the way that you decorate your space, whether it be an apartment, dorm, house, whatever, it's really a very important aspect about how you feel in your personal space. If you decorate in a very maximalist style, then you might feel very maximalist in your mind. This means that you might feel clustered, you might have a lot going on. You know, there's lots of mights in this because I'm really just pulling from thin air. Maybe I'm pro-minimalist, but is that a sin? It's not. So if you keep your space minimal, clean, regardless of what vibe you're trying to create, your space should be clean, not crusty. You know, light a candle and vacuum the floor. I do think I really have had this long love for minimalism, and I think it's in part to being influenced by like media and like, oh, minimalism means that you have your life together, and it's this idea. When everything is clean and everything is in place, it feels amazing. And when you reorganize your room and then clean it, it's just like, I'm a new person. Like, I have transcended who I used to be. Those are my 3 additional tips: new style, hair, clothes, etc. New personality, change up your vibe. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you like your personality. Room decor. All 3 of these things, in addition to rearranging your space, can help you get out of that stagnant rut and lead you to the eventual destination of not feeling stagnant anymore. Whether it is your outwards presentation or the space around you, when you change those things, you transform. I'm telling you, before you were a little worm, but after this transformation, you are a butterfly out of the cocoon. I'm not a credible source. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know that maybe I can help you out. So, new style, new personality, room decor. You have to take these things and write them down as a note, because otherwise you're gonna remain stagnant and it's not gonna be that fun. I'm feeling a little bit less stuck in a rut and stagnant now. Also, a new thing, if you're feeling stagnant, is go outside, go on a walk, and go to your favorite store or something. You don't even have to buy anything. A lot of the time, I would just walk around in like a thrift store. Bookstores are also a great place for reinvention. I love going to Barnes & Noble. I don't ever buy anything because the Barnes & Noble prices are for the 1%, but I just love walking around, being surrounded by all of this knowledge, and it's very it's beautiful because taking time to go to bookstores, thrift stores, coffee shops, aesthetic places. Personal reflection can come from these places when you just walk around for hours listening to music. There's no greater cure than getting out of stagnation than walking around with your favorite music in your favorite places. Anyway, that's all of my tips. Thank you for watching my video about how to escape the horrible demon of being stagnant in your life. I hope it doesn't befall anybody else because it really is the worst. I'm gonna be posting more frequently coming up just because I really love posting. Like, it's the joy for me. Going into the November month, I'm excited, but also sad that October's leaving. But to me, November is October number 2, without the costumes, of course, unless I turn to cosplay. November is October, but with the actual October vibe. Because a lot of the time in October, it's like still kind of warm, and it's like, okay, like when does the spooky vibe begin? It begins in November. It's not a bad month, it's not a rough month for us. It's a month of introspection.